That is a lot of money. Holy shit. Sorry about that opening, guys. Frankie is back with Culture Talks. Your boy, let's do it. So, today on the Culture Talks Essential review or news is a little bit different. This is my first official video reviewing something or talking about something and conversing about something. It's something I wasn't planning on doing, but this was so lucrative that I have to talk about it and get my family, my friends, and everyone out there's opinion. So, Canelo Alvarez, world-known fighter, international fighter, just came off the biggest win of his career by beating Triple G for the middleweight championship this past September. And today we find out that he and Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya's company, have inked a 5-year deal with newly minted streaming service here in the United States, at least, DAZN, D-A-Z-N streaming service. It's a combat streaming service, combat sports streaming service. So essentially you'll be seeing boxing, MMA, and other combat sports on this service. It's similar to the Fight app, where you see everything and anything from wrestling and jiu-jitsu, everything on there. And they just signed a lucrative deal. Canelo Alvarez has signed a lucrative deal that, according to ESPN senior writer Dan Rafael, says this makes him the most richest athlete in the world now. The richest. More than more than Giancarlo Stanton, who signed a $323 million deal back in like 2014. Canelo Alvarez is expected to make minimum $362 million. $362 million minimum. That means he can make more. He'll probably be making $400 million before 2019. Somehow, in some way, or before, he'll be making $400 million probably before the deal is up. And that is insane. It comes historically because DAZN, D-A-Z-N, hasn't been around the United States for even barely a month. I've personally used their service to watch Bellator to catch a few fights. It was a good app. Never did I imagine that Golden Boy Promotions would jump on an opportunity this quickly. The reason they're signing a deal with DAZN is because HBO is no longer going to be doing fights through their banner. They're phasing it out by the end of the year, and so they have every right to negotiate, I guess, to try and keep Golden Boy Promotions and their fighters to try and fight still under the HBO banner. However, they also gave them freedom of like looking and search and finding a new home. And as Oscar De La Hoya, I believe said in the article for ESPN, he needed a home for his fighters, so he jumped at the opportunity with DAZN. They offered him an offer he couldn't refuse, and so he offered it to Canelo to try and see what his thoughts were, and it makes him the richest athlete in the world now. He's richer than Cristiano Ronaldo, Giancarlo Stanton, Alex Rodriguez, whenever he was playing. I already forgot how long ago that was. But it's insane. This is insane. It's crazy. It's lucrative. And above all else, this is actually kind of good for fighters, or good for us fight fans who love watching fights but don't want to pay. DAZN offers their subscription for $10 a month. Like any other subscription or any streaming service, it's $10 a month. The Fight app isn't a subscription. It's just like you order fights through there. This is a streaming service. $10 a month. So essentially what's going to happen is that $80 price tag that you wanted or had to pay or didn't mind paying for to watch a boxing fight or a famous boxer, it's going to disappear for $10 a month. And according to the article that I read with ESPN, I'll link a description in it. It's essentially you'll see two fights a year with Canelo, and it's only going to cost you $10. And you can cancel anytime. There's no commitment, and you can just re-sign up. This is essentially good and bad. I don't know how it's gonna work out for them, because when someone last did this to like decrease their value in pay-per-view, it was WWE, the World Wrestling Entertainment. They used to charge $35, $65 for like the bigger events for pay-per-view, and that wound up hurting them when they went streaming, because they offered all their shows, all their pay-per-views for $10 a month. I've I used to cancel and resub every time, you know, the Royal Rumble was coming up for the last 2 years. I would do it for WrestleMania, pay like cancel, then re-up again. It's insane. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm really excited because I don't have to shovel out $80 to watch a boxing fight, or I don't have to go to a bar and pay $20 cover charge, or just walk in a bar and, you know, have to force myself to drink, or, you know, slowly sip away on a beer that's already warm and disgusting while trying to wait for the main event, that is Canelo Alvarez or any of the Golden Boy Promotions fighters. So this is insane. I'm really excited. I'm really concerned. I hope it works out well. DAZN is just, it's crazy. So far they've done well by getting Bellator in, and maybe they get other up and coming MMA promotions. Maybe they even won championship, even though they have their own streaming service already. So we'll see. I just really wanted to talk about this and get your guys' perspective on it. If you're a big fight sports fan, a big combat guy, or a woman, lady, you know, fight sports person, I just want to know your opinion on it. This was really just a thrown together video. I wasn't making this my first official video, but I had to, because we're listening and seeing history right now in this deal. Canelo Alvarez is the richest athlete in the world now, and that makes me feel, I don't know how it makes me feel, honestly. He's a good fighter. He's a young fighter. I guess you gotta ink them while they're still young and don't have all that CTE in their head. But we'll see. Congratulations to Golden Boy Promotions and Canelo Alvarez. Congratulations to combat sports everywhere. It just shows that, you know, you put your life on the line and you get paid for it. I just hope it's worth it in the end. And good luck to them. I know they're not going to watch this video, but I know you guys will, hopefully. So like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this late notice and first official video. Hooray! So thank you for watching this. Watch out for the next video this week. 2 good ones are coming out this week. One might not catch your interest, but I know the other one will. So thank you guys for watching. I've been Frankie Rodriguez, and this was Culture Talks.